And over at Brockworth we have a javelin and a meteor.
Yes,
and then at one of the meetings, one of the committee meetings, John Lewis said, well, if we're going to have a museum, we wanted a really old aeroplane.
Yeah.
So somebody said, well, what do you think, John? And he said, well, something like a Gamecock, which was built in the 25s.
Morning, hello.
Will you do the introductions, Don? Yeah, sorry. Ralph Jones, Dennis Bridges.
How do you do?
Ex-GAC, ex-Dowtys.
Yeah.
So we got the best of both.
1927?
Yeah.
So apparently now, John found somebody that had already started to do one of these Gamecocks some years ago, and then found the task was too big. I can't remember his name.
No.
Or how long ago it was.
Somewhere up near Malvern way, I think he came from.
And this chap had gathered a fair bit of information, like, as you know, the Finns had some of these aircraft in Finland, and they decided to make a Mark II, and this fellow that John met up with had collected some drawings from Finland. You don't get anywhere, so with the aid of these drawings, some APs and photographs,
Oh, you got some AP.
we've got an AP on the grid which tells us a lot more about
very
it
similar,
than the Gamecock. So with all this information, we're just starting to get like. So far, we're reasonably well.
You're not going to fly this thing, are you?
No, originally it was thought that we'd make a flight model, but I think it cost us enough time to make a replica, let alone a flying one.
Quite, yes. Oh, that's all right.
But
The
apparently
wings, the wings used to come up, you see.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But apparently the Shuttleworth collection have got interested in it, and they say now that they will consider making a flying model using air drawings. I see.
High Street, and one of these things came down the High Street, firing its guns all the time, and all the spent things were coming down over it. People. They were nothing.
Yeah, well,
they were burying them to the right of 2 or 3 a day.
Yeah. There was Roy.
Oh, wow.
That's the rubber. They did all the work.
Yeah,
and
that's
they damaged it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've got it really.
Yeah.
Um,
Flat disc.
Yeah.
We've got a description of them. That was a photograph.
Oh, yes. Oh, well, you've got it there. Yeah.
And there's a bigger cutaway of the valve gear inside there.
Yeah.
A description of how
Boy,
how
now
it
it's
did
all.
its job.
Yeah.
One way or another, we're as I say, we've cut out the thing and stopped the thing rebounding. We did what they did on the tail skid, and we put a rebound cable in. It goes right from that fault there right up to this one here.
oh, that's
So that
no,
when we wanted to hang it up, the whole thing didn't just fall apart.
Ah, I see. Yeah. I can remember it. You see, because we had one Gamecock in 1937, which was used to test the VP air screw.
Yeah.
This was chap.
Edie Beecham.
Beecham. Well, it was Beecham's design.
Yeah.
We didn't have Beecham's with us, but there was
Edie Shaw.
Beecham.
Beecham.
And that, of course, I think eventually became Grocol.
Yeah.
And we had it in a Gamecock, flown by Captain Saint.
Yeah.
And my task was to clean the windscreen. Because the thing leaked oil everywhere, all over me. Because we also had a hang over the tail, 2 of us, Colin Fry. Ever heard the name Colin Fry? No. Chief designer was David Seals, actually.
Yeah.
He's 84. And Colin and I would hang over this and oil comes spewing back. And then Sam would fly it, you see, and test this thing.
Yeah. I don't know whether it was a Grieve or a Gamecock. I was 7 years old at the time, and my godparents moved from Horsley, where I was born on a farm up there, and they moved down to Brockworth and ran behind the little road that ran behind the Victoria.
Yes.
And they we went down to visit them on one occasion, and we were walking. We went up. We came over to Gloucester on the train from Nailsworth, and got on the tram and came up to the Huppelcott terminus.
Yeah.
And walked up from Huppelcott up to Victoria, and went up the little snicket by the side of the Victoria into this little road round the back. And when we got just on there was an aircraft, whether it be Grieve or Gamecock, I'm not sure, but they were just starting up the engine. It was on the roadside at the end of that number 1 hangar.
That's right, yeah, that was the flight shed.
Yeah, yeah.
Just outside of that, there was a bit of an apron,
Yeah.
which was all the tarmac they had.
Yeah.
All the rest was grass.
Yeah.
See? Apart from a compass swinging
Yes, yes.
concrete rig.
Yes.
And we used to pull them around and take the compasses.
Yeah.
Did all that and went on and drew the thing up, like, and later on, because we've got in contact with the stroke tech who seem to be able to do some machining for us, we decided to go back, we now look at doing aluminium one, you see.
Yes, yeah.
Now the only thing was, when this was all steel, the top tube is bolted to the top bracket,
Yeah.
and this bottom tube was going to be just pressed into this bottom bracket with a shoulder there to push it against.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
It's a bottom tube.
Yeah.
But now we're going to do an aluminium, we can't do that. And then looking closely at the drawings, we found that there's a bolt going through on the top and the bottom one, through the tube. So that there must be a bolt going through there. So if there's a bolt going through there, there must be some sort of a slot in the top tube to allow the thing to go together. So that all the oleo
It wouldn't telescope, would it?
it wouldn't other than that. So what I'm saying is that all the oleo part must be in the bottom section of the strap.
What do you call the oleo?
Well, the oil part, the oil.
The rebound buffer.
Oh,
this
down
thing.
here.
You see, they've
you
got
haven't drawn that yet?
Well, we were
No, we're not going to do that.
You're not going to do that?
No,
I
you see,
see.
there was a long tube up through the middle that held a slave piston there.
Yes.
The actual moving, or the valve gear that transfers the oil from the one side to the other of this
Yes.
baffle, as it were.
That's right, yeah.
This is just a sealed piston to stop
Yes.
keep the oil in the bottom half.
Yes,
So
that's right.
this lot moves up and down together,
Yeah.
and it's the transfer of oil from one side that absorbs the.
There wouldn't be studs, would it?
Well, they could be.
Studs, because you wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Could be
what
just
taking
a
a
grub
recoil,
screw.
isn't it?
Yeah, could be just a grub screw or something.
That's what I thought. Yes.
But it does show a bolt, you see, like, you know. It,
Well, what do you say shows a bolt?
well, in the
actually.
picture there, like, you know. Although you could say it's a bolt, like, I mean, whether that's the head of the bolt or...
It might be a bolt with a spigot on the end, just
Well,
each
that's what
side.
I would
Yeah,
have thought.
yeah,
There's a
just
sort of-
hold it up.
A sort of outstop. I mean, you can't put a bolt through, as you say. But it doesn't show any slot, you see. I would have thought if there was a slot.
If it was a slot, it would be hidden up in here. But
Well, yes,
behind
but I
these
would have thought
buffers.
it would have been illustrated.
Yes,
you see,
yes, it might well
because
be.
it would be.
But I don't think it's necessarily have a slot there, because you see all this bit here, the piston is held from the bottom end up inside. It's there.
Yes,
So it doesn't really need to stroke up past that bit.
Not really, no.
But then if that is the bolt right through, if it's a stud, it's only going into a thin tube, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So there's no strength in the tube, is there?
Well,
No,
what is it,
tube.
about 17 gauge?
Yeah, not much more.
17 gauge is what, 036?
No, so 056.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's looking all right.
Yeah, I would say.
It's only really.
You just put a
Sweet.
take down a big grub screw there.
Yeah. Well, if you fought it down.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
what
Yes, yeah. And what, just in, say, 18 gauge tube? Just
Yeah.
one on either side?
I mean, when you think that the engine is held in by what, 4, 5, 16
Oh,
volts?
958 actually in this one. On the
Well,
Gamecock.
it was not that many. So,
And the Jupiter 6, yeah.
Yes, there's the engine mounting frame. You see, the back end of the Jupiter engine has got 4 long bolts coming out that held the two halves of the crankcase together between the cylinders,
Yeah.
and they're just extended, and they poke through 9 holes in the bulkhead.
illustrations, bits and pieces like it.
What have you got that like home?
No, that's all steel.
Because they cast these, you know. Oh, no, wait.
So from pictures and descriptions,
Oh. Is that the fairing round?
Yeah.
Oh,
we
I see,
haven't got as far as that yet.
No.
We know from the parts just what material it's made from. you see.
Yes.
So-
How did you come by these? These incredible.
well, actually, it was quite a
Tony Brewer.
find. It was
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Tony Brewer, he happened to have a copy of the revamped Gamecock
Yeah.
parts list, and of course there is a certain number of
Oh,
parts
they're very
that were
similar,
common,
aren't they?
common
Yes,
and,
yes, yeah.
just over a year ago, I think.
No, I know you did a bit of organising,
Yeah.
but my place. Glosters. And the other chap, Percy Davis.
Yeah,
Yes,
Percy
he's still
Gamer,
around.
Is
yeah.
he around?
Yeah,
He's older than me.
Is he?
Even older than me.
yeah.
Well, he must be, because he was
Quite.
senior apprentice when I went to join 27, you see.
Uh-huh.
And I can remember him.
Oh, let's see if they're back about 1960. I think.
Joe Harden there.
Oh,
Rich.
that's Joe.
Yeah.
Red's 3 week. 3 week.
True, that's
True.
the one. Yeah, true, yes. Yes, I remember him very well. I was going to visit him. When he was, he'd been dead quite some time now. And, well, I suppose not.
Jimmy Louch.
No. Oh, no, wait a minute, yes.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
He was there when I started, but
Yeah.
well, just running down the list: Joe Harden, Reg Truer, Percy Davis, Bill Campbell, Fred Rayner, Frank Walters, Harry Maisie, George Hodges,
Harry Maisie?
Yes.
George Hodges.
Shamrock, Burroughs, Charlie Knight.
Oh, Charlie Knight, yes. And Bard's Knight, is he there? No, but Bard's Knight.
Yeah, he's
They both-
standing right next to Burroughs. There he is. There.
Oh,
with his,
that's Charlie, yes.
yeah, with his pipe and his.
Yes, yeah. We ran the print room.
That's right.
And I used to watch the blueprints.
Roy
Is he
Blundell.
still alive? Do you know Charlie Knight?
Sorry?
Charlie Knight is not alive.
Wouldn't know.
Don't know. Don't know. No. Jack Johnson.
Oh, Jack Johnson,
Yeah,
yes.
he's,
Yes, he was foreman of the
Yeah,
fitting shop, wasn't
he's
he?
there somewhere. Right there.
Yeah.
There he is. He's passed on.
The man, because my task was to find lost drawings, you see, for the awful business.
Yeah.
And a lot of them didn't want to know you see, it was be off.
That's right. Yes, that's right. I haven't got it. I haven't got it.
Yeah.
But George Dowtys would always say, "No, what are you looking for? Now, what name of aircraft is it really?" They kind sort of.
That's
chap.
interesting. Though,
Yeah.
to hear that.
Yeah.
Yes, oh yes. And then behind him was Jock Munro. That'll be him. Jock Munro did all the floats.
Yeah.
That was his task, you see. George did the undercarriages and he did the floats. And so he did the floats of the Sniper Trophy thing, yes.
Yeah.
And all for the Goring, that was on floats. I don't recognise these.
They all had their heads down.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? Yeah.
And you say that's on the top floor.
That's top floor
So
over
the
here.
bottom floor was the covering.
What do you mean? Are you recording this?
Yes,
Is this a talkie as well?
it's in
Oh,
sound,
yeah.
yes.
No, carry on. Just, you know.
Oh, better not tell this story.
Why not?
So that was George Dowtys, and that was Jock Munro behind, and he did the floats, you see, the racing seaplane, Sniper Trophy.
Dennis, tell us where it is, that building, and what you just told us again.
Well,
This is three-story building.
the three-storey building by the railway lines. The bottom floor was the dope shop. The second floor was where they put the canvas on the wings, wooden wings, of course, in those days. And the top floor was doorknobs. And Folland and Joey Preston, you may have heard of Joey Preston, those were the two of them who did all the designing. They were at the far end. Now the lift and the stairs were at this end, you see. And it's still there, I suppose, aren't they? And we boys were not allowed to use the lift, only to make the tea, you see. We used to bring the tea up, you see. And I always remember one of my pals up there, he'd bring up a huge tray, and the lift didn't quite stop where it should have done. It was a 2-inch lift, you see. He tripped. Whole lot shut along the opposite. And followed, you see, because there were offices where the lift is. The print room was over on to the right-hand side of the building. The next was the tracing office, you see. Now, the tracers, all young people now, so young girls, and what Charlie Knight and his brother did was to scrape little holes in the bottom of the skirting board, you see, between the two offices. And they would lie down and look up the girls' skirts, you see, because they were bending over the tracers, you see. And they come, oh, she's got blue ones on today, or you know, this sort of thing. They're garters, because they wore garters in those days. You wouldn't remember garters, would you?
Oh, I do.
You do remember garters, I see. So, well, then there was the, I think there was the, what was it? There were small offices there, and Colonel Blythe, you remember Colonel Blythe? He came to us from the First World War, of course, and he came from Farnborough. And he used to tell me about Cody's tree. Remember Cody's tree?
Yeah.
At Farnborough, this thing that they turned?
Cody used to tie his aircraft up.
To do that, yes, and there was a spring balance, you see. And when the spring balance showed so much, you could take off. All very scientific and all.
Just to measure the thrust, isn't it?
That's right, that's about the spring balance. And so he was there, and he did a lot of calculations, all sorts of calculations, not stressing so much, but calculations. And Milner was another one there. Milner, does that name ring a bell with you? He was on this air screw, the Healy Shaw Beecham air screw, so that was his task. Then you had the main drawing office, and there was Wally Vick was chief draftsman. Remember Wally Vick? And Ted Gibson. He was, I think, chief. What was he?
Did you ever know Arthur Morris?
Oh yes, a tall, thin.
That's right. Yes. He was my section leader when I went into the drawing.
Very gentle sort of chap.
Yes, that's right. And he did the.
He only had one eye, if I remember right.
Sorry?
Only had one eye. Am I right? Yes. He lost an eye. Well, I remember that, Morris. Yes.
But anyway, he had me as an apprentice draftsman, and he was given the job of doing the installation of the dinghy under the fuselage of the Javelin, not the Javelin, the Gladiator, and also the hook for a arrestor hook for the naval version.
Oh yes, that's right. Yes, we fitted. And I remember this. We fitted it with the Walter Kiddie dinghy business.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Because we did, when you built an aircraft then, you built the first aircraft, and then you sent it round the squadrons. And all the squadron leaders would fly this aircraft and give a report on it, you see, so you had no work. So what you did, you then navalised the aircraft in hopes that Navy might buy it, you see, afterwards. And so we had to fit a hook.
Yeah.
Okay? And we fitted this Walter Kiddie gear.
Yeah.
And it was in the top wings, and when you ditched, it actuated a valve on the undercarriage down here and blew this dinghy up.
Yeah.
All the canvas burst, you see. Up comes the dinghy and the man got in and